After 7 years, Luke Bryan's exit could save American Idol. With Luke Bryan uncertain about his return to American Idol, bringing a new judge to the table might not be the worst idea. Since the voting audience defied the show's desire for a country winner, even with 2 country singers on the judging panel, Idol has the chance to shake things up. While Bryan has been a vital part of the American Idol family, his indecision leaves the door open for another season of change. In the past, Idol has enjoyed having a diverse smattering of judges with varying backgrounds and experiences. Since shifting away from music industry experts and opting for singers, it might seem logical that a one-for-one trade of a male country singer would occur. But American Idol should go big. Not only should they move toward a different genre, but they should also feature a woman-dominated panel and replace Luke Bryan with a female pop star. Fret not, there are a plethora of options to choose from. It's time for Luke Bryan to leave American Idol. Last season of American Idol was, in a way, a rebuilding year. Carrie Underwood's homecoming celebration overshadowed the actual season, and the country experiment backfired majorly. With so many themes, guest judges, and songs catering to the genre, it felt more like Nashville Star than American Idol. With Bryan still in the prime of his career, stepping away from his role as a judge could be a win-win situation for all parties. American Idol needs a shake-up in the judging panel. To recapture the original spirit of American Idol, replacing the country singer with a pop star could help the show regain its former glory. It's truly time for a vibe check. Bryan has been an exceptional judge and a strong mentor, making a major impact on the show. However, it's become stale to continue hearing the same style of critique and constant energy. While one might wonder why Lionel Richie gets a pass, his legendary status surely earns him one. But if another Motown legend happens to call the show and express interest, we'll write a story about why Richie's departure should come too. Right now, the best way to refresh the series is to invite a female pop star to sit on the panel and bring a stronger female presence to the show. Pop stars like Miley Cyrus and Kesha would be great judges on American Idol. In the history of American Idol, the judges' panel has either had a male majority or been a 50-50 split. In the male-dominated seasons, notice how the female judge is always relegated to the middle seat? It would be historic to have a female majority on the judging panel and see Lionel Richie stuck in the middle. Now, who could be the one to take Luke Bryan's chair? Let's start with someone who is happier than ever now that she's the owner of her voice. No, not Taylor Swift, we're talking about Kesha. Following years of lawsuits and fighting to regain control of her music, Kesha is back and better than ever. Her experience with the highs and lows of the industry would be invaluable to the Idol hopefuls, and her unique artistry would speak to those who also find themselves bringing something invigorating to the scene. Another unique option could be Meghan Trainor. Having a history of judging around the globe, she could easily fit like a glove. Though her Idol status is not as grand, she expressed interest in taking over last season and has been a guest on the show in the past. Another pop star who continues to find major success is Miley Cyrus. Previously a coach on The Voice, Cyrus is slowly reaching legend tier. A benefit to her joining the panel would be that she began her rise in the industry around the same age as many of the singers who audition. She could bring valuable experience while breaking the stigma of her past. On the other hand, perhaps Idol is hungry for another homecoming. Jordin Sparks would be a brilliant option. Having won the show at such a young age, she has found a path in the industry that is different from Underwood's. Sparks not only worked her way through pop and R&B, but she even performed on Broadway. As expressed in the past, she's been patiently waiting for the phone call to judge. Now, perhaps the biggest wild-card option, bring back Katy Perry. I know, crazy. A significant factor in her departure was the release of her latest album and subsequent tour. With the album out and the tour wrapping up, Perry might have a clear schedule to return to the show that she was quite exceptional on. Perry's influence on pop music in the last decade and a half has been monumental. Though some of her music has not bloomed in the same manner as some of her early work, Perry brought an immense amount of knowledge and consideration as a judge. I'm not saying that Idol fell short last season, but Perry's presence was sorely missed. Should Bryan choose to leave American Idol behind, maybe she can reclaim her seat on the panel once again.